Welcome back, everybody. It's Wednesday, October 18th, 2023. Today's National No Beard Day, so take that, hipsters. Surely the razor lobby is behind this. Let's talk about truant students, extinct species, labor and delivery, and more. My name's Ike Morgan, and we are down in Alabama. Birmingham Mayor Randall Woodfin said truancy is so bad in the Magic City that he's ready to call the district attorney on some parents. AL.com's Greg Garrison reports that Woodfin spoke at a city council meeting and said parents can face prosecution and even have their subsidized public housing taken away if they don't make sure their kids get to school. Quote, "Truancy is illegal. We hold parents responsible for their 8 and 9-year-old child just not going to school." Now, Woodfin said the problem is bad at all grade levels, but during the meeting he zeroed in on 3rd grade, which has been identified by the state as a key age to have kids reading at grade level. The mayor said that in Birmingham, the 3rd grade truancy rate is well over 50%. Students are currently considered truant if they have 7 or more unexcused absences. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service reclassified 7 Alabama endangered species as extinct, reports AL.com's Dennis Pillion. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean the species died out recently. Some of these critters haven't been seen in decades, but they're at the point now that the Wildlife Service figures they're almost certainly never going to show up again. The species include a bird and 6 freshwater mussels and snails. They are the Bachman's warbler, the southern acorn shell, the stirrup shell, the tubercled blossom pearly mussel, the turgid blossom pearly mussel, the upland comb shell, and the yellow blossom pearly mussel. Now, the Bachman's warbler was a little yellow, gray, and black songbird that used to migrate between the southeastern U.S. and Cuba. The last confirmed sighting was in 1988 in Louisiana. It's not unheard of for labor and delivery units to close up shop in Alabama. For years, we've seen their numbers dwindle, often the victims of shrinking communities. AL.com's Amy Yerkinen reports that 3 hospitals within a month will cut off care for pregnant women and newborn babies. Princeton Baptist Medical Center in Birmingham and Shelby Baptist Medical Center in Alabaster will stop delivering babies after October 24th. And Monroe County Hospital in Monroeville will stop its labor and delivery services November 15th. Now, in the case of Monroe County, you have a hospital in a fairly rural area that's about halfway between Mobile and Montgomery. Amy interviewed a Monroeville woman who's 25 weeks pregnant and hoped for an all-natural delivery, but she said she might end up with a planned induction or even a C-section because it'll be at a unit now that's an hour and a half away. Alicia Bowen said, quote, "I do not plan on having a baby on the side of I-65, end quote. Now, although she probably wouldn't be the first, that's pretty solid planning on her part. A trip down to Campbellton, Florida paid off for a Dothan man. AL.com's Howard Koplowitz reports that Gary Thomas won the top prize in the Florida Lottery's $150,000 a year for life scratch-off game. The name of the game describes the top prize, of course, but Thomas decided to take the one-time lump sum of $2.44 million. Now, if you do the math, Thomas is 49 years old, so he would have been 66 years old when the total of the annual payments would have surpassed the lump sum amount. After factoring in the real value of wealth over time, our analysis determined that he's a winner either way. Well, thank y'all so much for listening. We're going to be back here again tomorrow. Until then, come on by and see what we're doing on the internet at al.com.